All right, we'll go ahead and get started here. Joining us, we got Chris Sutton and Chris Lyles, along with head coach Justin Pettigrew. Coach, could you give an opening statement, please?
Yeah, anytime that you end your season, it's obviously tough, but this season's been so special. These group of guys and just what they fought through. I've told people all year that if the umpire says we've still got one pitch and they're not walking off the field, we've got a chance. And I think you saw that. My heart goes out to those seniors that are never going to be able to put the Mule Rider jersey on again, but they left it better than when they got here. And that's the thing that we try to do as coaches and players, is do something that's never been done before in the program. Just coming here and being able to come here as an NCAA participant for the first time was great. Achieved 4 out of our 5 goals. Obviously came up short, and we are a little frustrated with that. But we'll be able to soak this in as a team, as we move forward, and really be able to realize how special this group was, and the legacy that this team left as far as SAU baseball history. We'll be able to see that a little later. But right now, those guys are wounded, and they're hurt and hanging out with their families and soaking all this in. So,
question
to either of the Chris's: what is it about the 9th inning that seems to bring out the best of you guys?
I think just throughout the fall, we just compete at such a high level, and we never give up, and we always just kind of talk trash with the guys, and I think that carries over into the season, and we never say die, just keep going.
The other Chris, did anything change as far as the approach, in that 9th inning from earlier in the game, or was it just a matter of hard hit balls finally starting to find holes?
I think the entire game we had an approach, and we were executing the approach, and the balls just weren't falling, and then we stuck with the approach, and they started to fall. And honestly, that's really the gist of it.
What was their pitcher doing that kind of had you a little bit off balance, or off the scoreboard at least, except for your swing? What was he doing that kind of was making it difficult? Their starting pitcher, that is.
I think he located pitches well and mixed it up pretty well. But like you said, we stuck to the approach and the balls didn't fall. We did what we could. He did a good job.
By the way, did you get the home run ball?
I think we did.
I was going to say, your dad was out there trying to go out there and retrieve it. So how'd that feel?
That was great. It was great to catch a barrel in the game, and great to do it at this field.
What was this experience? I mean, what was this like, guys? I mean, you guys have been a good program for a very long time. You've gotten close in the regionals to get here and get this far. What was it like, and what does it mean to you? Either one of you.
It was special, but honestly, once you get on the field, it's just another ball game, no matter where we play at. It was great to be here. I'm glad we, got here and did what we did. It was just a great experience. But
Coach, did you see Rollins make any adjustments in the way that they approached from the first game, or was it just a matter of your pitcher wasn't as sharp today as it was in the first?
I think anytime you have the National Pitcher of the Year on the mound, you feel pretty good about your chances. And Jeremy threw really well. I think the biggest difference, I don't think there were probably any adjustments made from them or us, really. I think at this point, if you're not ready and if you don't have your plan in place with your team, then I don't know what you're doing. But really the difference was, a couple of their barrels in game 1 turned into outs, and a couple of our barrels in this game turned into outs. For example, Brett McGee, on the first inning, or I can't remember what inning it was, juices the ball to left center, probably would have been off the wall, and their guy ran it down. And we had a couple of plays like that where we found the barrel and, found their gloves, and vice versa in game 1. It was a game of inches as well. A couple of balls that they had that, turned into outs. And so that's the way it is when you're, with high quality teams like this. Sometimes it's just a little break here and a little break there that can get you over the hump, and I think that's the difference between game 1 and this one. Now, don't get me wrong, I think it was a better pitch game on both sides, for game 1. They have an All-American out there. We've got the Pitcher of the Year out there, and and then you look up this game. I think it was well pitched, but there were more mistakes in this game, and like I said, just a game of inches. Some of ours were for outs, some of theirs weren't, and that's the difference in the ballgame.
From a program standpoint, recruiting, stature, not only for your program but also for your conference. What does it mean? I mean, what does getting here do looking forward?
Well, I think one, it puts our conference a little more on the map. We're not the only ones in our conference has been here, so we have a great baseball conference. Goes unnoticed at times, but for us to have 3 teams in the regional last year, 3 teams in the regional this year out of our conference, and to be as strong as we've been in our league, I think the league is on the rise. People are getting better, so are we. I think it helps with recruiting because people want to play the best and be the best. And as long as we're putting a good product out there and ending up on a stage like this, I think recruiting is going to go really well.
Thanks a lot.
Any other questions?
Yeah, one more. Coach, I know it's fresh right now, but in the coming days, the coming weeks, when you have an opportunity to think back on the 2022 Mule Riders, what's going to be the first thing that comes to your mind?
Man, just fighters, and the tough thing is, like I said, these guys just fight to the last pitch, and I'm surrounded by a lot of warriors, men that I just love going to work with. Can't remember the last day that I had to work, so these guys keep me young. Not only are they great men on the field, but they're great ambassadors for the game, great students. They love the community, as you've seen here, just how they've interacted with just kids coming to watch us practice, to our dugout guys, to our community engagement. It's just fun to see these guys, not only win on the field, but win in the classroom, win in the community, and it says a lot about our men.
I got one. Okay. I got one for the 2 players. Being 2 guys from around the same area, what does this mean for you guys playing with each other, and maybe guys back at home where they can see you guys up here on this stage and maybe look at you guys from
For me, it means everything. Seeing each other grow up, I see the extra hours he puts in, and he sees the extra hours I put in. We've seen the struggles we both go through, and how we overcame them and ended up here. And for the community back home, it's just being able to go back and tell guys kind of what it takes to get here, what we've seen, and pass on the knowledge. I think that means a lot.
And honestly, just let them know that it's possible that you can do it. You just gotta keep working, and don't give up. Failure is gonna happen. You just gotta overcome it and learn from it.
And for everybody out there, how long have you guys known each other?
21 years.
Yeah, entire life. So it's cool to see, and watching those guys push each other and push our teammates. Man, it's been really special to see them do their thing, and to have them in SAU uniforms.
Congratulations on the
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Safe travel.
Thank you.